What's up, everybody? It's your boy, BossCowboySports, and I'm bringing you another measured Kool-aid report. And obviously, today we're talking about life after the big game. And I got about 4 things that I think that the Dallas Cowboy fans need to kind of focus on. Because this channel is a solution-oriented channel. We're going to be upset. We're going to be angry at what happened with the loss. But we're gonna spin out of that pretty quick, and we're gonna then start focusing on ways to improve. So, number one is a little bit tricky because it's something people might not expect. But the first thing I'm gonna say is, from the loss, one of the things that I think we definitely need to focus on and learn pretty quickly is we need to learn how to fan like adults and not kids. Because in this offseason, there was a lot of fandom that was like kids and not like adults. This is what I mean by that. I was talking to my boy West Coast, and we was talking about this, and this is what a lot of us do. We want to fan or be what we would consider fanatics of our team based on hope, dreams, and wishes. So when you hear channels like my channel that's talking about things that are problems that we have to prepare for, like the no ID offense, because I spend a whole lot of time talking about this. I've done a video on Kellen Moore's system being fool's gold. I've done a video where I showed how multiple Hall of Famers called out his system. I've done a video where I showed the playmaker calling out his system. So I was putting in grown man logical work of what could potentially happen if we walked up to a formidable opponent with this no ID offense. But it was a lot of fan-kid behavior that we got to do better with, because a lot of people started perceiving the facts that was being presented as if it was negative, to the point that they didn't want to hear it, they didn't want to share the content, nor did they want to put information out there where we was clearly at risk. I wasn't making it up. I was clearly showing that it was multiple people warning about Kellen Moore, and you wasn't seeing the response from front office. So with that being said, we got to get out of being fans that are kid fans to where we just hoping. We just want it to be okay. We just want it to turn out okay. And if you're saying anything negative, I'm gonna I'm gonna close my ears. I'm not gonna listen. That is not a mature fan way to be a fan. The way that you want to be a fan is you want to be a fan based on facts, solutions, problem solving. Like, let me ask you a question. If you had a flat tire, would you just say, hey, boss, have faith that tire's gonna be okay? Okay, no, you wouldn't. The first thing you'll say is, what's the logical thing that we need to do to fix that problem? And we will go do the practical things to fix that problem. That's exactly what we would do. That's how we as grown fans need to approach this. So what are the logical things? So that was number one. So no more fake talk. No more let's just hope. Let's just be positive. We tried the positive. We tried the boss. Stop that, boss. You're concerning me, boss. You're concerning me. We tried that. We tried the let's be positive approach. We tried the let's just hope, let's come together, let's lock in. We've done that. That got us the same thing. So now let's be grown about this. So no more fake, because this is the thing, before we get also biblical on this. There's a lot of people, they'll get religious on you. They'll get real religious on you. Have some faith, boss. But see, actually, I'm gonna be honest, I actually read the Bible, and the Bible itself said faith without works is dead. So it's about works. So what are the real action? What are the real works that we gonna have to do to get it done? Number 2. So let's talk about the work. This is the work. We need to lobby for Dak to abandon Kellen Moore's system, because Dak is also bought into this system. Dak is a team guy. Dak likes to, get along with front office, get along with his head coaches. He has an attitude of it's me against the world, it's us against the world, it's the outside noise, and it's us guys that we gotta handle this problem. But when you start rallying too much, sometimes you gotta be able to confront the problem, and you gotta confront the fact that Kellen Moore is putting you in a losing situation, Dak. He got you right now believing that you don't need a number one. He got you believing that this system itself is all you need, and that we're not even going to target CeeDee Lamb. He said himself last week, we're not going to force it to CeeDee Lamb, even though we saw the Rams win their Super Bowl by forcing the ball to their best weapon. So the first thing we got to do is we got to go against the system of Kellen Moore, and we got to lobby that Dak does it as well. We got to push front office to do it as well, and we got to share people's content that's actually calling it out, because you barely hear people talking about it. Now people starting to bring up Kellen, but let's be honest, who was talking about this? Who been talking about this before we got slapped in the mouth? Who been saying, man, shoot, if we don't fix this, we gonna have a problem going into the season? Yeah, y'all know it's been Boss Cowboy Sports. So since you know that, let's share this type of content. Let's put the information out there. Number 3, we need to push for running the ball. Like Kellen Moore showed himself game 1 again. We already warned you that Kellen Moore was pass happy. Everybody been wanting him to be a pass happy OC. It's been a debate on that, run the ball versus his style of offense. But let's not forget that even with backup quarterbacks, he was second in attempts on passing. Let's not forget that when Zeke was clearly in rhythm, averaging over 5.5 yards per carry, that he went away from it and got cute. Oh, so those of us who've been watching and warning about Kellen, we knew that was coming. And we saw it coming before it happened. So obviously, was I mad at the game? I actually wasn't, because I expected it to. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's more so did Kellen adapt, and he didn't. So we need to push even harder with Cooper Rush being the quarterback. Now we talking about grown ideas. We ain't talking about hoping and wishing and let's be positive. Let's just root these guys on. Nah, bro. If I see you headed towards a cliff, I'm gonna tell you, bro, you're getting ready to die. So if you go out there with Cooper Rush thinking you go run Dak's offense, yeah, we gonna take another L. So I don't want to take another L. So let's be grown. Take this video idea, push it out there that we need to run the ball. We need to run the ball. Don't go out there, Kellen Moore, and do what you normally do, and you treat every quarterback like they're Dak. We saw you do that the first time Dak went down. I don't want to see you do that again, but I'm actually expecting you to do that again. And let's get this information out there so it can be pressured that he does not do that again. Number four, we need to start a whisper campaign. Now, we talking about fixing the tire now. We talking about being grown on ideas. We ain't talking about playing. We talking about being grown, having real ideas, not hope, fate, not kid fan stuff. What are real ideas? We need to start the whisper campaign now. That Mike McCarthy need to take over play calling if we keep going down this illogical track. Yes, we need to start that campaign now. I don't want to wait till the whole season is over. I ain't trying to talk about the draft right now. I am not trying to panic right now. What I want to do is solve the problem. And right now, we had a play caller, and we actually got 2. People don't know this, but Philman was the play caller when Green Bay won a Super Bowl. We have multiple season play callers in the building that could take over if we keep seeing what we saw out of Kellen Moore. And what we saw out of Kellen Moore was straight, frankly, pathetic. And Coach Marv will tell you, he'll tell you, the day before the game, we spoke on the phone, preparing obviously for the live show that we did during the game. And I told him, I said, my number one thing that I want to see, game 1, is this offense figured out? Because a lot of people, they pass and blame. It's offensive line getting blamed. It's Dak getting blamed. It's a whole lot of blame going around. Mike McCarthy getting blamed. You also hearing people blame Kellen Moore. But hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all the way I see it from my analysis, from doing a lot of research on this. I'm telling you right now, this no identity offense was figured out the last 8 games of last year. And I was seeing the signs that they was going into this season getting ready to do the same thing. See, I already had my moment. I'm being already honest of disappointment. I can show you the whole video where when I first heard Will McClay talk about that we have no stars on this offense, and when I heard Kellen Moore pushing again during training camp that they was getting ready to go out there with this system philosophy, I knew then that we wasn't changing. What got us in trouble the last 8 games of last year. So I was already prepared for what happened against Tampa. But now we got to do some changes now. Now it's like, all right, so since you want to stay the same, Stephen Jones, by pushing this on Kellen Moore, we need to start pushing for Mike McCarthy to take over play calling. Because right now, it's look like front office is stuck on this system stuff, so they pushing it on Kellen, and Kellen is forcing it on the team and forcing it even on Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy said himself that he wanted matchup football. He said that in the offseason. Ask yourself, are we doing that? No. No. Yeah, Mike McCarthy, the head coach, is being overruled for his OC. And it's obvious for those who've been paying attention. If you've been following this channel, you know that because we presented multiple evidence of that. But those are the 4 things. So just to repeat, no more kid stuff, no more hoping and just praying and having faith without works that things will be okay. That's number 1. Yeah, number 2, lobby for Dak to abandon the system. Dak got to do it. That's one thing. That's somebody that got to start speaking out against the season, even if he just do it inside. We need to put the pressure that he do it. Push for running the ball. Solutions now. Let's change the tire. We're on flat. Change the tire. Run the ball. Number 4, start whispering it now to where it can get loud later. Hey man, do we need to put Mike McCarthy in play calling? Do we need to look at film in his play calling? Because filming won a Super Bowl play calling, y'all. Sometimes it's a good thing for you to have wisdom in certain areas. It's a good thing for you to have season in certain areas. It's a good thing sometimes for you to be in wars as a general, not a 3-year offensive coordinator. We talking about guys who built their reputations and got their head coaching jobs by being OCs before, by doing the quarterback coaching before. That's what we talking about. But this is Boss Cowboy Sports with a Measure Kool-aid report. I will be back later where I'm going to do a deeper analysis on the game. I'm going to open up the call lines and we go work this out together. But let's follow those 4 things. Let's be adults now. No more kid stuff. No more, it's negative on this channel now. Let's change the tire. Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Peace.